Hey everyone, this is Robin Pike with Crafty Stamper, and today is Friday, January 23rd of 2026. I wanted to come out today and make a card with you, and I was kind of going through the mini catalog and just trying to find some inspiration. And so I come up on this card here, and I thought that it was just really cute um, and kind of simple, but I just loved the colors in it and thought they did a great job. Try that again. A great job displaying it. So, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so anyway, I liked the yellow and the blues in it. I thought that was really pretty. And so I wanted to make it my own. And so I started looking around at some of the things that I had on hand to maybe make this card with. And so I do have this Good Times Mix and Match ephemera pack, and it has all of these little cutouts in here. Then there's this one here, and then you've got this one. And let's see what else. And then we've got the one with a pear. I like the pear. I'd like to do something with it. But anyway, I was kind of keeping the same lines that they did. And so I came across this flower here in the vase. So I thought, okay, well, that would be pretty neat to do. You've got a little heart there. And if we go back and we look, they put a little heart on their little flower pot here. And so, and then we can kind of change up the colors. We wouldn't say I found something that I come across that I thought, okay, let's see if I can find some yellows and blues like that with those colors. And so I found this yellow here. And this comes from the Mixed Up Patterns. And in this paper, we just have an assortment. And I love this, but it wasn't the right color that I needed for the base here. So I kept looking, but now I like the stripes with it. I thought that turned out really pretty. So then I kind of looked through here to see if I could find another color that I wanted to use. And I really didn't see anything that I liked any more than the yellow and white stripe. You've got this, which is more pale, in which you could do it. That would work. But it's a little bit, to me, it's too pale for this, and you need to have a little bit bolder yellow color because this is a bolder yellow. So I changed my mind on that. I thought, I don't think that one would go as well. So I went ahead and decided, okay, let's do the stripes here. Okay, so I've got this paper out here. Let's put that aside. And then I went, so we've got our little vase here, and we've got a little heart over here. And then we've got the little, well, I don't have it in the screen. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way. So we've got this, and then we've got this. And I think this I'm going to use in place of their little blue and white piece that they used here. So then I thought, okay, so my next color, I thought balmy blue, but I must be out of balmy blue. I don't know. I can't find my cardstock anywhere, so I must be. But Misty Moonlight. And I think Misty Moonlight would look pretty with it because it's got the little dots and they're Misty Moonlight. And I know you probably can't see them. And I don't know if it will get blurry when I put it up to the screen or not. They're kind of come in for a second. If you got a quick glimpse of it, let's see if that, there it goes. Okay. So it didn't really pick up Misty Moonlight color on there. To me, it had more of a green tint. But anyway, but that's what I chose. So I thought, okay, so Misty, we go with that. And so now I've got the yellow and white stripes going behind it. And then I've got this going on. So, and I've got to hold on to my little heart here. And then that would go there. And then I've got to figure out a sentiment. And I hadn't figured that one out yet. But while I was looking at this, I want to back up for a minute. While I was looking at this, I really didn't like it to be so plain because it doesn't have to be. So I started going through my dies and looking to see what do I have that would fit in this section. So I looked at one of the new ones that we have, and it is the Creative Haven dies. And so let me put that back in there. And so while I was looking at it, I thought, okay, this tag might be good with it. So I cut the tag out. And so here's the piece that I cut out. Now we could do this with it. And then we'll have to cut that down to size. And then put this over here. Put a little heart on here. So I kind of like that. That gives it a little something different. And then we've got to come up with sentiment. So I do have this, which is the Saying Something ephemera pack. So we do have sentiments in here. Now, the problem is trying to find some that will go with our colors here. So I kind of went through here, kind of looked at it and seeing, I don't know, that may be, now that might look good with it. The happy birthday. I like that. Let's see. I'm so proud of you. Or the today is about you. It's your birthday. Oh, that might be a good one. Because we can always use birthdays. How about that? I think that's it. I like that. Or let's see, here's one that says today is about you. And then maybe on the inside, we could do happy birthday. So we could do that one there if we wanted to. I like that one too. And I like the font of that one. Let's do that one. Today is about you. And then on the inside, we'll put happy birthday. Okay. So now let's go ahead and let's start putting our together since we've got the pieces that we want. And I think we're going to play with these two and see which one we like. So we'll put this aside and I'm going to go ahead and get some basic white cardstock and we'll get it cut down. Okay, and then let me get the paper trimmer. And I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4 this way. And then I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. Okay. So now we've got to fold like this. And it's going to open this way. All right. So got a good crease with the bone folder. Now, we're going to need another piece that goes on top of this. And let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to emboss it with, let me get I'm going to emboss it with this, which is the Lovely Stripes. Let me see. Yes, Lovely Stripes embossing folder is what it is. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to emboss the top layer. So, and I'm going to cut that layer down to, I think I'm just going to go down maybe 1/8 of an inch because it will shrink some when you emboss. So from here, we're just going to do, let's see, we scored it at 5 1/2. So I'm just going to go to 5 3/8. And then it's at 4 4 1/4, and then I need to do 4 1/8. Okay. So now that's going to be a tight fit like this, just an 1/8 of an inch difference all the way around. So I'm going to run this through the embossing folder, but first I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this down to the correct size to go on the inside of it. So we got that. And let's make sure about this. All right, so that's a good size there. So we'll just go ahead and stick that inside there. Move out of the way. Now we need to get the cut and emboss folder. The cut and emboss machine up here. Let me move these pieces out of the way. And on this, we're going to need the gray plate. We're going to take all the other plates off, but we're going to have the base plate and the gray plate. Okay, so now I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to put it in here. And I want my stripes to run up and down on my paper. So I'm going to put it in this way. And then I'm just going to kind of line it up here. Okay. And I'm going to put it in like that and then run it through. Okay. So we're done with the cut and emboss machine. So now I have this and the stripes up and down, which is the way I wanted it. So now here's our base layer here. And as you see, let me take the inside layer out for a minute. And as you see, it does shrink it some. It's not quite as tight of a fit as. Okay, so we've got that. We've got our inside piece. And I'll figure out what I want to, or how, I guess which stamp set I want to use for my font for the happy birthday on the inside. Or I could just do the happy birthday here. I don't know. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and let's start cutting this down. So we've got this, and it's going to go on here. But we've got to put this piece here, and we've got to put it underneath. And they show a little bit hanging out on the top and on the bottom. So let's see what the length is on this. The length on this is 3 3/8. So we're probably going to put it at, we'll put the stripe at maybe 3 5/8. We're going to try that. And so let me get the paper trimmer. So let's try 3 5/8. Okay. And then this is, I think it's a half. Let's see. No, it must be, it's 3/4 is the size of this. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so that fits good there. And I'm happy with the 3/4. It could be a half. We, could do a half. Let's see if theirs looks skinnier or if it looks about like that. Theirs looks a little bit skinnier. And we could do a half. I think I'm happy with that. I think that's fine. So I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so we've got that. So now let's go ahead and start this together. And I'm going to get the glue out, the green glue. And I got glue all over me. I just squirted a ton of it out. Okay. All right. So that should be on there. Very good. So let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's pop this up. But it looks like they have put this down. And we could We could go ahead and glue that. No, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down on dimensionals because I think this is going to work better. If I do dimensionals here, then I'll slide the piece underneath it. All right, so let's use that and that. Now there's our side pieces here. Put that there and there. But you know what? I need to probably slide these in a little bit more so my little strip will have a place to go. Okay, so then that should fit on there like that. And I'm going to go ahead and put some down here. I've got little cat hair everywhere because my cats get up here and they think this is a great place to lay. Okay, so I've got that there. Let's put one more over here. That way it's stable. Okay, so now we're going to take those off. Okay. Everything's sticking to me. All right, so here we're going to put this toward the middle. Well, okay, I think that looks pretty good there. Now we're going to slide this one underneath here. Okay, so we're just going to put some glue. And just try to make it even on the top and bottom as far as how much you have showing. It's going to be hard to line it up because what looks like it's lined up when you're looking at the stripes here can kind of be deceiving. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so we have that going. And so here's what they show here. Now they show their stripes going this way, but I decided to do mine up and down. And probably if I would have created a card that opened like this way, then that would have been good. But I think since my card opens up and down this way, that to me, I like that better. Just something to think about, putting it together. All right, so now we've got this. We got our little vase here. And I think I'm trying to decide, do I want that up on dimensionals or do I just want to put it down? Could just put it down, and it does have a little sticky on the back of it. I think, let's see, if we do that and then we put our happy birthday right there, that looks really cute. I like that. And then this brings in yellow, and I like that. Gosh, it's going to be hard. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I like both. I like this because then it brings in the dark color up there. I think I'm going to go with this. It brings the dark color up in the little branches that the little yellow and white is on, which I guess is supposed to be little flowers or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, but it kind of brings that together there. So I think I'm going to go with that. But the other is definitely cute. Okay, so, and on the back of these, they do have little stuff where we can peel it off. And so, and these, I don't know if you have any or not, but they're very thick. So it's really good. I mean, it's not flimsy at all. I don't know if you can see how thick it is, but they're not flimsy. They're very good. And so we're just going to put this right here. Let's see if I got that on there good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And then this one, let's see. I think some of the sticky off of it. And I'm just going to stick it right there, kind of at an angle. And then here we've got this. And I think I'll just glue it. I don't know that I really want to. I don't know. It might look cute. Popped up. Let's go ahead and pop it up. All right. So I'm going to get my little mini dimensionals for this. Decisions. Y'all, somebody I saw on one of the groups I follow a lot of different groups, and there was a lady on there that said she had just got into card making and couldn't wait to see like inspiration and things like that. And I thought, oh gosh, she's got so much fun ahead of her, because I love this. I have so much fun creating cards and just, I don't know, putting my thing together and looking at other people's stuff. And so I was so excited for her, because I thought, man, she's a good time. She don't know what's ahead of her. She fixing to be spending a lot of money. I mean, bless her heart. All right, so let's see. So that says happy birthday. And I need to see if I can come up with something else, maybe to put on the inside. I don't know. I may have to, let's see. I've got some more stamp sets here. Trying to see what I could do. This one says, wishing you a day filled with many happy moments. That would be cute in there. And of the branching out. Let me try that. Let's see if this is it. Yep, that's it. Okay, so let's try that one on the inside of it. All right, so let me get my block. And I think I'll do this in Misty Moonlight. Okay, so let me get that here. All right. Let's hope I get this straight. Oh, yeah. That looks perfect. Now, what if we add the little yellow and white? Maybe going across the bottom of it. I think that would look pretty good. Let's see. You could cut some of that and put it right across that way. Or we could, if we leave it running up like the other is, I want to cut it that way. I'm trying to decide. I think I like it this way though. All right. So that is, I think, what, 4 3/8. So let's cut it at 4 3/8. Let's do it this way. Got that. And then let's just do like a 1/2 inch going across. I think that'd be clean. Okay. Set that aside. And let's get our piece of paper here. Oops. I don't know what I did, but I didn't do something right. I did say 4 3/8, didn't I? Oh, 4 1/8. That's why I was wrong. That's why it ended up being longer. It's 4 1/8, not 3/8. All right. Now that should work. All right. We're just going to put it right down here. And that looks cute. So just remember, if you're trying to come up with something, open that book up and get your inspiration from it. Change it up. Use what you've got, because I did not have what they used. I didn't have the little pot here to put the flowers in. I didn't have that. And I'm not sure about the paper. I'm not sure where it came from. It may be out of some of the Easter paper. It kind of reminds me of that. But I didn't have that. And I don't have this stamp set here. So I used what I had. And I've been wanting to use the ephemera packs because I do like them. And so just trying to come up with a way to use them. And so I think that worked out really good for me. And I'm tickled with it because I got to use my product that I had and make it my own, but still use the layout that they had. And I think that looks really cute. I'm very happy with it. So let's go ahead and let's get this glued down. And if this has been helpful and if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. And if you don't like it, if you didn't enjoy it, just hit it anyway. Appreciate it. No, in all seriousness, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. And I appreciate the people who do watch my videos. It means so much to me because I do enjoy this and I enjoy sharing my creativity and I love watching others share their creativity too. So it's just a good time and it gets us away and just, I don't know. It makes me happy. It makes me happy to stamp and to make a card. So, and just remember to send them out to everybody. When you make those cards, make sure you go ahead and you put address label on there and send it, to whoever needs a pick me up or a hug that day, just whatever. So anyway, well, I hope everyone has a great day and a great weekend and those icy roads and all that snow they're given. So it's supposed to be awful out there. And so I live in Alabama in the South and we're going to get a little bit, but all the milk is gone. All the bread's gone. We don't have nothing left in stores. All shelves are empty. And I don't even think we're going to be getting that much. We don't know, but that's just the way it is in Alabama. If they say anything about snow, all the shelves get empty. So anyway, I hope everyone safe and I hope you have a great weekend and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.